Okay, this meeting or this training will be recorded. So, if you want to review, we have a copy. Okay, you can view it again. So, again, welcome back to our training. Sunod-sunod ang ating training. So, I'm excited to be working with you all as we get ready for your upcoming 1:4 online group classes. Okay, interested naman tayo lahat, diba, sa group classes? Okay, so today's session, teachers, is all about setting up for the success in this format. This is new here at Mentado. Small group learning online can be incredibly impactful when done correctly, right? So we'll cover the best practices for engagement, what else? Time management and classroom flow with just 4 students. Okay, so here is a quick overview of what we will go through today. So here, main content, we have the Panflow, general introduction, what is it all about, and how it's done, the working process, and how are we going to use the Zoom, and managing group classes, and also using the lesson plan. Okay, let's jump here. For the introduction, so in our group classes, teachers, it is divided into 2 kinds of group classes. We have Pan 90 and Pan 1:4. Okay, so Pan 90 basically is for Vietnamese students. Why? They are really young. Okay, students are ages like 4 to 6 years old. So that's definitely we cannot communicate with them. If we want to explain something, it should be in Vietnamese. Okay, their mother tongue is Vietnamese. So students who need to learn English pronunciation, and this will be taken care of Vietnamese teachers. Okay. All right, so we will not discuss more in this part because we will be focusing in Pan 1:4. Okay, so what is this Pan 1:4? Okay, this is primary students that can already read and write. Okay, so we need to review for, these are the students who need to review for Cambridge exams, also have completed a pronunciation course, and want to improve all 4 skills. What are those 4 skills? Alam na natin lahat yun, di ba? Reading, listening, writing, speaking. Okay, and we will also have this class information. This is for Filipino teachers. Okay, for you guys. Right? So we have 96 Zoom sessions. So 2 sessions in a week, and 1 session is equivalent to 60 minutes or 1 hour. And we will have 240 tasks, and that will be 5 tasks a week. So ito, teachers, they are being naka-schedule na, okay? Naka-schedule na. So we should avoid like absences, or students hindi din sila allowed na mag-absent kasi it's being estimated na. Okay, meron tayong structure, schedule, fixed schedule for this part. Okay? So let's move here. Ano-anong levels ang meron sa 1:4? There are 3 levels. We have pre-starters, starters, and movers. So in the pre-starters, our goal here, the outcome here, we have memorize and flexibly use vocabulary from over 40 familiar topics. Okay, they need to like develop the habit of answering in full sentences and giving 3 to 5 sentences, short talks on learned topics. So materials, as always, it's provided by the company. Also, be able to give a simple self-introduction and introduce others. Okay, so yan ang goal natin, is to teach them how to compose like full sentences and be able to answer also simple sentences. Okay, for starters, so they should be able to describe simple objects and events, can speak 3 to 5 sentences or sentence paragraphs and give answers related to short conversations or reading text. It means they are like more conversant than pre-starters. Okay, just like sa ating syllabus na sinusunod dito sa Panflow. Sa movers naman, introduce and describe objects in more detail, not just like simple like no pinaka main na sa description ng isang object, but they can give more details sa object and they can compare differences in pictures and photos and use compound sentences in communication and writing. So they will be given more tasks here. Practice. We will guide them along this journey nila sa kanilang level. Okay, moving forward. So common features in learning model, we have leverage the natural approach to learn language like a mother tongue. Okay, enhance pronunciation skills through daily practice, strong connection and interaction between students and the operation system or the teachers at the center. So what do we mean by natural approach, teacher? Okay, anyone? May nakakaalam ba ng natural approach? Okay, for those teachers na nag-major ng education dito, anyone would like to answer? Or you can chat ha. Chat in our chat box, comment section below. Charles. Wala. Okay, I'll explain this one to you. So when we say leverage the natural approach to learn language like mother tongue. So this means we will use a method of language learning that mimics. What do you mean by mimic? Gaya-gaya. Okay? Parang inuulit-ulit nila. Kung ano sabihin mo, uulitin na. They mimic. Mimics the way we naturally learn our first language. Like the mother tongue. Yeah, you're right? Kasi, especially by focusing on understanding and communication first. So before worrying about grammar rules, okay, that's what we meant by natural approach. Okay, listening and understanding. Speaking when ready. We don't force the students. Okay, naturally, they learn it naturally. Focusing on meaning rather than the grammar. Okay, that's it. So here. Mm-hmm. You're right. Okay, teacher Richel, is that you? All right, so that's it. That is how a natural approach is. Okay, it's a teaching method. Very, very useful sa mga young learners natin. Okay, because they mimic. Okay, so listening and understanding first. Okay, and speaking when ready. They're naturally speaking naturally, not being forced. Okay, so as sa ating pan 1:4 class procedure. Okay, very important, teachers. Take note. You can take a screenshot of this one. Okay, so how do we do it? Ano ang ating workflow? Okay, so we have before the class, during the class, and after the class. So before the class, si student, meron siyang pinapanood na video. Okay, students watch a pre-recorded video introducing the lesson. It will be sent by Vietnamese teachers. So in every group class teachers, we do have a homeroom Vietnamese teacher. Okay, so we will be guided by them. Also, we will be working with them sa ating klase. So they will send the video and you have to, during the class, we learn via Zoom with a Filipino teacher. So that's us. We will be teaching. Our only role in here, teachers, is to teach. Okay, we are going to teach. Okay, mainly, hindi nagpa-participate si Vietnamese homeroom teacher during the class teacher. So your role, main role nyo talaga, keep that in mind, we are going to teach. Okay, during sa class, walang support, walang homeroom Vietnamese teacher na mag-assist or mag-interrupt. Okay, so after the class, what we're going to do is to complete follow-up task. Meron tayong ibibigay na exercises, okay, like homework like that, recordings, drawings, yun ipapagawa mo sa students, and it will be checked by Vietnamese homeroom teacher. Okay, so si Vietnamese homeroom teacher, siya yung in charge na mag-check ng homework ng student. So later ipapakita ko sa inyo na meron tayong sheet for sa atin as teacher ng 4 na estudyante at yung sa Vietnamese teacher. Okay, sa baba. Siya yung mag-evaluate ng homework din ng bata. So again, our role is to teach. Okay, teaching only during the class. So we have to make sure na present tayo in 60 minutes, nagturo tayo ng maayos. Okay, 1 hour, 60 minutes. Okay, not less than 60 minutes or not more than 60 minutes. So we will discuss that later kasi time management here, teachers, is very crucial. Okay, so it should not be less than or more than. Now, moving forward, working process. So, ito na nga. First, after this training, you will be invited to join sa ating Zalo group. Okay, just like meron tayong classroom coordination sa Panflow, saan tayo na kumukuha ng klase, meron din tayo dito sa Panflow. Okay, ito siya, si Panflow Classroom Coordination, which you will be part of since andito kayo sa training. We can see you're interested in taking group classes, so you will be invited by Miss Anne and Miss Nga to join in this group. Okay, we will be taking classes from this group. Kumamain kayo dyan. And also, ibibigay nyo yung available schedule nyo sa kanila. Okay, so you will provide available schedule, and then the third one is a class assignment. Bibigyan na kayo ng klase. Just like the working process here at Pantodo, it will be confirmed through email. Okay, confirmation will be sent to our email teachers to confirm na meron ka ng klase o meron ka ng 4 na students. Mag-start ka na. When to start at anong schedule ng classes nyo. So, pag sa'yo talaga yun, magsisend sila ng email. Okay. So note, class duration again is 60 minutes. That's so 1 teacher for 4 students. Fix ang schedule niya, teachers, just like Pantado. So teachers are required to commit for a minimum of 3 months. Once students or group class will be given to you, please, walang magba-back out, okay? Kasi ang hirap. It's so difficult for us to assign or transfer classes to another teachers kasi ito, fixed schedule. So, just make sure na you can commit for 3 months. Okay? So, minimum. That's a minimum. You can have naman more than 3 months, but this is the minimum. Okay? Make sure na open ang ating schedule and pwede siya sa ganitong oras. Isn't it? Kasi kahit nga isang estudyante, sometimes mahirap pa siya ipasok sa schedule natin. What more yung 4 tapos 1 hour. Okay, remember it's 1 hour, teachers, non-negotiable. Okay, hindi siya 45 minutes, 50 or 55 minutes, it's 1 hour. So it should be not less than 60 minutes or not more than 60 minutes kasi mako-compromise din yung ibang schedule nyo. Okay, so moving forward, teaching process. Okay, first, for your first ever, okay, ito, first lesson, you are going to review your student list. Okay, mag-roll call kayo. Sino si ganito? Sino si student 1, student 2? Okay, re-reviewin mo yung pangapangalan ng mga students mo kasi baka may ibang pumasok na hindi naman estudyante mo. The second one, prepare the lesson thoroughly. So, i-review mo siya prior to your scheduled class. Okay. Given naman yung materials. Materials will be provided by the company, the Panflow. So, andun lahat. Pwede mo siya i-review before ng klase mo. So, from the second lesson onwards, so we have prepared the lesson, of course, and this is it, teachers. We will be giving stars sa ating students. Okay. I don't know. I get excited pag sabi kong stars. So, each student will have stars. Okay, meron tayong mechanics on how to distribute stars sa ating students. So, hindi yun basta-basta binibigay. Okay? Meron silang matatanggap ng stars during sa klase. So, it's very important na for the second lesson at sa mga susunod pa na lesson, nagre-review tayo ng stars. Okay? So, review the number of stars students received up to the previous lesson. Pay attention to the student who earned the most stars. Why? Because on your next lesson, you are going to commend the student. Okay? I-announce mo. Oh, siya ang nakakuha ng pinakamaraming stars. Di ba gaganahan si student ganun? Okay, i-comment mo yung i-celebrate natin yung may pinakamaraming stars sa klase mo. Okay, and also, we will encourage others to participate para they will earn stars as well. Okay, how do we give stars, Teacher Jade? So, meron tayong sheet nga doon sa record na, which is I'm going to show you in a while. Okay, so here. So during the class, for your first lesson, of course, we need to set classroom rules. Okay, so we are aware of the classroom rules, right? Be on time. Okay, we need to pay attention. Hindi pwede ka nang magbigay ng mga rules mo. Bawal ganito, ganyan, ha? Makinig kay teacher. Like that. And, look at this one. Introduce the star reward system. So later, teacher, we will discuss the reward system ng ating klase. You have to take a screenshot of that one so you will be, you can review at alam mo na kung ilang stars ang ating ibibigay sa mga students natin. So in each lesson, pay attention to the background and outfit. Okay? It should be like professional naman. Okay, ang ating background then even. Take attendance and praise the student having the most stars. Okay, so pay attention to their stars, teachers. Kailangan hindi mo makalimutan sila may pinakamaraming stars. Okay, ipapraise natin sila. Comment mo sila. Confirm whether students have watched the lesson video. So again, sa second lesson mo, okay, so every after ng lesson, we will be giving homework. Right? Assign homework directly and remind students to watch the next lesson video. So in the first lesson, wala pa yun. Sa second and onwards, you will be like reviewing. Okay? Tatanong mo sino yung nag-watch ng lesson video. So, bakit kailangan ng lesson video, teachers? Kasi yun yung parang preparatory on what's going to be the next topic. Okay, so dapat ni-review na ni student yun para hindi rin kayo mahirapan na magturo. Okay, so i-review na ni student yun. Okay, so given na pinanood ni student, magbibigay tayo ng stars sa kanila. So kailangan remind students to watch the next lesson video. Okay, so share the exercise on screen. Okay, gagamitin pa rin natin yung Zoom. Later, we will discuss on how we're going to navigate itong Zoom. Okay, let students open their books and mark the assignment. So again, teachers, they will be given this book. Okay, meron silang book kung saan separate siya. It's for their assignment, okay, homework. Okay, so we have to be careful in giving the um, instruction and also ang homework kasi meron siyang, bawat isa sa kanila, meron silang book. Teka, tingnan ko lang. Can I show you sa ating, i-share ko lang kung ano yung itsura ng ating cutie-cutie na activity. Okay, sandali. Here. So this is how it looks like. Ta-da! See? Meron silang activity book which is super cute. See? O yan, super cute, right? So meron tayong unit 1. If you're teaching unit 1, okay, ito ang ating homework. This will be their homework na ibibigay mo after ng klase nyo. Okay, i-remind nyo. Okay, mark your homework, student Ming or Anne or like that, call their names. Then remind them na gawin yung homework. Ima-mark natin to. So what they're going to do is to print this out, gawin ang homework, and isa-submit. And this homework will be checked by Vietnamese teachers. Okay? Again, teachers, our role is to teach, remind them to watch the video, and do the homework. And they are going to do the homework and submit, but it's the Vietnamese teachers who's going to check, and evaluate. Okay, so makikita nyo, super cute yan, oh. So see, make a video answering the following questions, ganito. And it will be the job of the Vietnamese homeroom teacher na mag-evaluate ng homework, mag-check. Okay. So any questions dito sa ating teaching process during the class? Questions, so we can move forward. And so far? Okay, so last one. Oops, sorry. Last part. Repeat the deadline for homework submission and video watching. So that's 2 hours, okay, before ng klase. Okay, so always remind them na meron tayong deadline. Okay. So for the submission of their homework and watching the video. Watching the video, teachers, is part of their task. Okay, manonood talaga sila para alam nila kung ano yung parang it's like a preparatory ba? Kung ano yung next na topic na i-discuss mo. Para hindi sila mahirapan na parang nasurpresa sila na ganun yung klase, yung lesson. Okay, so during the class, it's very important to make sure na yung lesson is exactly naglalast ng 60 minutes. Not less than and not more than 60 minutes. Baka kasi may magturo ng sobra, like 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, sobra na yun. Overtime na yun sa inyo, hindi naman bayad. At baka mainip rin or magalit din si parents or yung students. Ganun. Kasi sobra eh. Kasi in the contract, we only have 60 minutes. Okay? Avoid getting overtime or dragging the lesson out unnecessarily. So teachers, it's very important to manage the time. Kasi, why? Because calculated ang lessons ng Panflow. Okay? So we should not miss or like hindi matapos yung isang lesson kasi next meeting is gonna be another lesson and we have to like tawag dyan, i-manage ng maayos yung oras kasi we're not going back and forth sa mga lessons na yan. Calculated ni Pantado yan. Okay, calculated yung unit 1. One unit is 1 meeting. Okay, 60 minutes. Okay, so dapat tapusin at tapusin ng maayos yung isang unit. Okay, kasi baka matapos na ang kontrata, ang lessons, ang meetings, hindi pa tapos yung klase. Okay, I know it's a challenge for us. Okay, so how are we going to record the attendance? So record attendance on sheet provided by the academic team. I will show you later. So teachers, take a screenshot of this part because this is very important. Okay. So screenshot nyo yan. So one student, okay, number one, take student attendance. We have 3 stars. Okay, meron tayong 0, 2, and 3 stars. Okay, pag present si student, meron na siya agad na 3 stars. Okay, what if Teacher Jade? Late si student. Student is late. It doesn't matter as long as nasa loob siya ng klase. Okay? Nasa loob siya ng klase. Then, second, monitor concentration levels. What do you mean by that? So, pag focus is student, 100%. Atat. Ano pa? Cooperative. Right? Ganyan. Nag-camera off siya ng 2 minutes or 2 times nag toilet, ano ba, nag-time off, ganyan. So, it's okay. Basta 100% focus siya. Not more than 2 times siya na lumabas sa klase para, siguro, uminom ng tubig or nag-CR. So, we can give the student 3 stars. Okay? So, around 90% focus. Minsan tinatanong mo, may ibang ginagawa. Bigyan natin siya ng 2 stars. Pag less 90% focus, wala siyang star. Ganyan. So, no stars at all. So, kailangan i-set na natin ang ating class rules. Okay? I-introduce nyo to in the beginning of your class. Okay? I-introduce nyo na meron tayong stars, reward system. So, alam nila, so they would know what to expect. Okay? What will they get during the class or after the class? Okay, so participation also, meron tayong binibigay na stars. Hand raising to speak. Okay, the student who participates the most, makakakuha ng 3 stars. Okay, so hanggang 3 stars lang, teachers. Baka bigyan mo naman ng 9 stars si student na lagi nagpa-participate. 3. Okay, other participating students, nakita mo na nagpa-participate rin, kahit paminsan-minsan, 2 stars. So no participation, no answers, 0 star. But let's try to encourage that student. Baka, ano lang, shy. Oh, teacher shy. Oh, hindi pwede yung shy. Okay? Like participate mo, encourage the student. Okay. So, correct answers also. The student with the most correct answers, bigyan naman natin siya ng another 3 stars. Other students with correct answers, bigyan natin ng 2 stars. Okay, like that. We only consider correct answers, teachers, okay? So here, watch the review lesson video. You're going to ask before the class starts, you will ask the student, oh, have you watched the lesson video? Pag sabi, yes, teacher, 3 stars. Bigyan mo automatic 3 stars yung 4 kung pinanood nila yung lesson video. Pero pag may umamin na hindi sila na hindi nanood, pag umamin siya, teacher, I didn't watch the video. So, he will not get a star. So, how to give stars? Maximum of 3 stars per criterion. Ito na, ating criteria, 1 to 5. Okay, wag bigay ng bigay, baka umabot ng 150 stars. Hindi pwede yun, ha. Meron lang tayong tig 3 dyan. Kailangan, di sumobra. Okay, 2 stars for other students. Okay, meron tayong 3 and 2. 0 naman yung iba, yung mga hindi nag-participate talaga. So, make sure, teachers, you snip this part. Okay? O, screenshot nyo, ha? Baka kasi, hindi nyo nakuha yung copy. Okay, remember this part. Let me try to snip it here, there. Yeah. Important yan. So, this is how it looks like sa ating sheet. Okay, so this is for Zoom teacher. Tayo ang Zoom teachers. Okay, Filipino teachers here on the left side, upper part. Okay, my class code, my class information, and take note. Okay, this area here, my favorite part. Stars. Okay, my total stars. At meron tayong Zoom stars na nakalagay dyan. So, every time that the student will participate, ano yung annotation ko ha? Sandali, guys. Ayan. Not me talaga teki dito sa Zoom eh. So, here, for attendance, pag bubuksan nyo yan, merong 3 or 2 dyan. Okay? So, you can mark 3 stars. Attention! Ano ba? 100% focus siya, 3 stars. Enthusiasm, okay. Academic performance, ganyan. Tapos, next na naman, okay, teachers, okay. So, check nyo lang yung detail nyo. Anyway, you'll figure it out because, ano naman siya, ano nyo na lang, self-explanatory naman siya dito parte. Kasi madali lang siya intindihin. And just you don't have to total all the stars manually, teachers, because nakaano na to siya. Formulated to, ha? Naka-formula to. So, the moment you give stars to your students, makikita nyo agad yung total stars dito. Okay? For each of your students. And about this part, you're not going to do anything because it's for the class manager, the Vietnamese homeroom teacher. Okay? So, he or she is going to be in charge. In charge dito na part. But ito na ang preview ng ating sheet. Okay? It's different from our regular one-on-one okay, na students. Dito sa Panflow. Okay, so moving forward, let's move here. Record the attendance on the teacher's attendance sheet. Okay, so mark the correct row and column. So just like what we always do in our timekeeping, teachers, ganito rin siya. But the comment should be 1, right? Because 1 is equivalent to 60 minutes. Don't forget, hindi siya 0.75 because this is not a 45-minute class. This is 60 minutes. Okay? Okay, so that's it. Next, okay. How are we going to upload or ano ba ang format ng ating teaching video? The same. Teaching code, teaching date, lesson name, and material name. Just like what we always do. So dito sa ating 1:4, meron din tayong class code. And also, we need to add all the videos, okay, under the name of the playlist. Okay, the playlist name should be class code plus student's name. Okay, dyan lahat. Okay, so that's it, the same. So if no student attends the class, message to here, dito sa ating Panflow Classroom Coordination for Support. Doon na rin ang ating support teachers. Okay, message. Always update if mag-absent ba si student or kailangan tawagan yung parents niya kasi wala man tayong direct na contact sa kanila. So, Panflow or the support.
Ano pa yan? Mamaya na. Uubos mo na yung ice cream eh.
Naubos na ang ice cream, Teacher Miles. Huwag mo ubusin ang ice cream. Okay, so there, let's message there in Panflow Classroom Coordination. Okay, that's it. So next, dito na tayo sa ating salary. The most exciting part. Right? Agree? Yes, okay. So this is, you will be paid 100,000 Vietnamese dong per hour. So approximately kung i-google mo siya, nasa around 220 pesos. It depends on the exchange rate, teachers, okay? So it depends on the exchange rate. Sometimes it's gonna be like 220. Sana tumaas pa, 222, mga ganon. Ganyan din naman eh. Pero yan talaga ang sinasabi ni Google sa ating exchange rate. That's 1 hour. Okay, per hour, 100,000 Vietnamese dollars. Okay, attendance confirmation, last 2 days of the month. Okay, so meron tayong cut-off Okay, dyan. If magpapa-confirm kayo, teachers, so make it, okay, last 2 days of the month. Wag yung after na kasi hindi na yun mababayaran. Okay? Kung ma-confirman yun, kung pwede man yun, kung na valid man, na validate or na confirm or pumasok, kinonsider nila, doon na yun sa next na ano nyo, payment. So payslip issuance is from the 11th to 13th of each month. Okay? It's almost the same pa rin sa Pantado. And the salary payment is on the 15th of each month. So in here, kukunti lang naman yung kukuha ng group classes or kaya ang alam ko on time talaga itong salary payment. Kasi sa atin sa Pantado, we are more than 100 eh. And the bank meron siyang max out kaya ginagawa ni Pantado is 12 to 15 to 13 to 15. But in here it's on the 15th of each month. All right. So how are we going to use Zoom? Teachers, ito ang the best, okay, for me because you will be provided with VIP Zoom. It means you're not gonna worry about your Zoom Pro or subscribing into expensive na subscription. You will be provided with VIP Zoom account. The account will be sent by academic team before each lesson. So you will have your login, okay? We provide Zoom accounts for all teachers. Please log in as usual using credentials we share you. Okay, take note, okay? If ever si Zoom nag-ask for a cell phone number, skip. Okay? Don't forget that. Very important. We are not allowed to input our cell phone numbers, teachers. Okay? Just click skip. If mag-pop up siya. Please verify this account. Input your cell phone number or account. Or basta mag-ask siya ng cell phone number. Just click skip. Okay? Because hindi tayo yung owner. Okay? Shinare lang sa atin no owner talaga. And if you try to input your mobile number, baka kasi magka-aberya yung Zoom, hindi pa magamit. Okay, bakit nag-transfer to from Vietnam to Philippines? Why? Ganun. So, dapat, we're not going to log in ang ating cellphone numbers. Okay, so important note during the login process. Okay, here, sabi ko nga, please make sure to click skip your phone number. Do not enter your phone number at any cost. By all means, okay, no. It's forbidden kasi nga magkakaaberya tayo sa subscription. Okay, baka pa ma-void yung sinubscribe ni Pantado kasi palit-palit ng number. Okay, that's it. So next, here managing group classes via Zoom. We're going to use Pantado's background. We will enable waiting room for us just to check kung sino yung mga pumasok doon. Also mute all the participants at the beginning and you will ask to unmute if you're going to assign them to a task like tatanungin mo siya. Sasagot siya. And this one, teacher, you are going to click this spotlight individual for individual students when they answer. Okay, spotlight for everyone. So, alam naman natin yung spotlight, right? Kung sino yung nagsasalita, yun yung video na mag-zoom in na magiging visible for everyone. Hindi ka na maghahanap kasi there will be 5 of you inside the class, inside the meeting eh. And baka malito ka pa, who is speaking there? Who? Raise your hand. So, hindi ka na mahirapan. Click on spotlight for everyone. So, who's going to speak o sino yung naririnig sa microphone, siya yung mag-focus. Okay? So, interact using reaction in chat box. Of course, pwede tayong dyan, ng mga reaction, clap, tawa-tawa, celebrate, heart, thumbs up. Okay, 4 quick responses. Example, tatanong ni student, is this correct, teacher? Ganon. Thumbs up if you can see my screen. Gaganon din si student. And chat box, ask quick questions. So if you or your students na sasagot or magtatanong, pwede nilang i-type dyan sa chat box. Encourage short answers in English. Only English teachers, okay? Dito sa ating meeting. Total naman si students, yung mga students nyo dito, marunong na ng basic English. They can communicate. Pa, konti-konti lang yung iba, pero at least nakakasagot. Okay? So, here. Dito pa. So, interactive support tools. We all know how to use annotation tools, right? Ako lang ata yung hindi masyado. So, sige. Dito, meron tayong circle, may mga graphic, ano pa daw dyan? Format, spotlight, eraser, draw, text, select. Okay. So, maximize ang ating Zoom meeting, teachers. Of course, we need to monitor student focus, observe through camera. Titignan nyo. Always ask your students to turn on their cameras. Baka may ibang ginagawa na yung nag-multitask na si student. Monitor them, okay? While monitoring, teacher speaking, also check ang time, ha? Kasi baka ano-ano ng mga ginagawa dyan. Or nag-ano na si student. Busy na, hindi na siya nakafocus. Naglalaro na. And also, nag-overtime na kayo or something. Kaya, ganon. So, using the lesson plan, notes for teaching group classes, distribute time evenly among all students. Okay, this is quite a challenge sa ating teachers for those teachers who are taking group classes, right? Kasi, isa-isahin mo. How many students do you have? 4. Okay, so we are going to manage the time, distribute evenly among all students. Kailangan mag-participate silang lahat. Okay, create maximum opportunities for student interaction. Let's not just focus on one student. Example, si student yung isa, hyperactive, like super, attentive, cooperative. Yung iba hindi. So, doon ka lang nakafocus. Okay, those students na parang hindi naman sila interactive, ganun ka participative sa klase mo, encourage them. Okay? Encourage them to participate. Also ask them, ganun, mag-interact talaga sa isa't isa. Para hindi sila ma-feel na parang, left behind, right? Or left alone. Si teacher has a favorite student. Her favorite student is Ming, not me. She's not calling me. So pangit naman yun. We should adjust activities to match the class pace. Okay. So that's it. For teaching materials, we have knowledge from level 1, fun for starters, movers, vocabulary, grammar, and 4 skills. Taking tips, practice tests. Mayroon tayong PowerPoint lessons, engaging varied worksheets, pre-class instructional videos. Okay, and for the lesson preparation, understanding the lesson plan, of course, we have lesson objectives. Okay. Miss Nga, kindly excuse me for 1 minute, okay? I'll be back. Hold on.
Yes, okay. So when we are waiting for Miss Straight, I will double check a little bit about like the training information. Oh, I see Miss Straight is come back.
Yes, I'm back, Miss Nga.
I just
Baby crying.
I just want to ask some question, but I think you should go ahead and I will ask question later.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Nga. So here we have lesson objectives, of course, vocabulary target, target sentence patterns, okay, suggested interactive materials, plus link to required materials. For lesson preparation, we need to read the lesson plan carefully before the class teachers. So it will be provided to you before your the start of your classes. Okay, allocate time for each part of the lesson. Okay, prepare supporting materials, flashcards. If you do have, it's better, teachers, if you have like toys or flashcards if needed. Okay, for your examples, may ganyan, examples, ano pa, mini games, like that. So alam ko madami dito young learners yung ating students, so it would be fun, right? So your students will be very interested sa lesson if madami tayong gimmick and games like that. Okay? So, next one. So, here sa ating warm up, okay, energize the class. Of course, we're going to praise the student with the most stars. Okay, so again, we remind everyone to review talaga yung stars. Okay, sa sheet. You will find naman the total stars in the timekeeping ng ating doon sa ating sheet. Okay, so encourage students who completed their homework. Also, they get stars din naman if they completed their homework. So that's our for the warm up. Okay, so main content, we need to deliver the lesson, okay, successfully. Okay, understand each part clearly. Let's make sure na na-gets ni student yung ating lesson, main content. So wrap up, summarize the key points. We're going to give feedback and assign homework directly. Okay, in class. Remind the students to watch the video for the next lesson. So aside from homework, teachers remind them to watch the video. It's like sabi ko nga, it's a preparatory for the next class. Okay, so may idea sila kung ano yung anong i-discuss natin sa next na lesson. Okay, so whoever complies that one, kung sa next lesson ninyo, sa warm-up, i-check natin kung sino yung nanood ng video. Okay, kung nanood sila ng video, then they will get stars. Okay, so here. Again, don't forget to remind the reward system, okay, yung stars, kasi it will also help them encourage to participate during the class. Okay, that's it. So here, I've got a situation, teachers. Let's give it a try. Let's try to answer this one. Type your answers in the chat box, okay? So here, in class, when all 4 students raise their hands to answer the teacher's question, how should the teacher handle this situation to ensure fair participation? A, call on one student and move on to the next part of the lesson. B, randomly select 2 students and then end the activity. C, call on 4 students in turn or mention the remaining 3 and ask if they have a different opinion or agree with the previous answer. Or letter D, don't call on any student and give the answer directly. So what do you think is the answer? Chat, chat, chat. Aba, daming sumagot ng correct. So correct. C, correct. Call on 4 students in turn or mention the remaining 3 and ask if they have a different opinion or agree with the previous answer. Okay, so para fair, okay? Ensure fair participation. Hindi lang yung isa, yung ding iba. Na-feel nila na tinanong sila din ng teacher, oh, I'm part of it. Okay, so there you go. Thank you, teachers. So here, vocabulary practice, you are teaching the word elephant. Another situation, okay? Elephant to a class of 4 students. You want to make sure the vocabulary part doesn't take too long. Okay, so it is not recommended, teacher, to let each student read the word one by one. Okay, you read, next, then next is gonna take too long. Okay, what we recommend is you say, listen and repeat, elephant. Then turn on your microphone and repeat after I count 1, 2, and 3. That means the whole class turns on their microphone and repeats together. Elephant. Okay? Sila sabay-sabay. Okay? Hindi na yung isa-isa. Okay? Kasi baka hindi makapronounce na maayos si student. Pabalik-balik yun siya. Tapos, it will take time, teacher. Okay? Tatagal tayo doon. Which is, hindi natin ma-maximize yung time. May possibility pa na, yun nga, magtagal, mag-overtime. Okay. So, that's it. So, you can also do this. Call on pairs of small groups, maybe by twos. Okay? So, okay, Anna and Ben, your turn. Sila naman. Okay. That's it. So, remember, okay, teachers, this situation kasi, mangyayari talaga to sa klase nyo. And then, how to finish the class on time. Stick to the 60-minute class. Avoid going over time, which can affect our other classes and kalagot. Sorry, Okay. Avoid going over time, which can affect other classes and cause stress for students. Okay, then keep activities on track. Again, teachers, don't spend too long on one part, like vocabulary drilling. Paulit-ulit ba? Paulit-ulit. Okay? Use whole class or pair by group. Okay, para mas-speed up natin yung practice. Watch the time during games or speed. Oh, eto pala teachers, just to track your time, hindi mag-overtime or under time. Set a timer or limit turns. Or while speaking, teachers, check the time. Okay, oh, patapos na, ganun. Kailangan i-manage mo pa. Mayroon ka pang ibang words na ituturo. Kailangan ma-manage mo. Okay? And lastly, have a soft wrap up. Use the last 2 to 3 minutes for reviewing, giving stars, or saying goodbye, not for starting your activity. So that's 2 to 3 minutes, teachers, okay? And remind them talaga, remind to do the homework, mark their homework, and then remind them to watch the next lesson video. Okay? Okay. And let's keep the lesson focus fun and right on time. Key factors: focus, lesson focused, fun, and right on time. Okay, that is all for today. Okay, Miss Nga. That's the end of that part.
Okay, thank you
Any
very much, Miss Jade.
questions?
I have a question, teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
What if, since we are not allowed to make some absences, what if there is an emergency?
What kind of emergency is that, teacher?
It's either about our health or, let's say, an emergency that we have to, let's say, for the family or any emergency.
I'm gonna ask back sa imo ha. So, what do you think is the best practice if you have emergency?
I think for me, since we are not allowed conduct the lesson, since we cannot predict, but for me, I think it's better to have a conversation with the homeroom teacher. Am I right?
What?
You're going to talk to the homeroom Vietnamese teacher, class
Right.
manager.
Yes, since we don't have a direct contact to the student, right? So I think that's my best option. But if it is not allowed also, I think I need to consider having the class first before to attend the emergency that I needed to.
You will be having a group how do you say that? Group chat, right?
Yes.
And then you will have there your class manager. So in that situation, inform. Okay, you need to inform all of them. So how many members, Miss Nga, do we have in each group how do you say that, group chat, isn't it? We have the parents in there. Is it the same with Pantado? Like you'll have your group chat.
No, teacher, there's no parent in the group chat.
So we will have the the classroom coordination, right?
Yes.
So because we will be calling the attention of those like absent student, calling the attendance, or communicate with through that group chat, teacher Sarah. So if you have an
We
emergency,
okay.
what is it, Miss Nga? Okay.
Yeah.
So in situations like this, please inform like ahead of time. I'm not sure about this situation like this. I've never been there, but for me, it's formal, safe to say that you need to inform the group class that you can attend, or you can or you can't attend this meeting, your class. Okay, maybe you can arrange also a makeup class if they will agree. Okay. So again, let me remind you, there will be only minimum of three minimum of 3 months to commit. Okay. So if you're gonna be taking a group class, please make sure you can commit at least 3 months. Okay, because it's already one course is already calculated. We have the schedule already for one course of the
So,
four
Mama,
students.
okay, everyone. So, Mrs. J, thank you so much for your sharing. So, actually, I have some question for the rest of the teachers because I can see that some of you are turning on your microphone and then your camera, but the others aren't. So, I'm not sure that all of you fully understood about what Mi- Mrs. J shared. So, may I have some question for you guys? If you agree, can you type one into the comment tab? Thank you very much, teacher. Okay. So before I have some question for you, I'd like to ask you to turn on the camera. Can you? Because actually, to me, when we can see each other, it is very better for us to communicate and then to see what you guys are actually doing and like thinking about my question. Okay. All right, thank you. So I can see that all of you, maybe you are still in this Zoom. So, um, okay, I'll give you a question. Okay, so I can see that half of you already turned on your camera. Okay, so now, um, all right. Okay, so I have a situation for you guys. When you already finished your vocabulary taught, I mean the new ones. When you already teach the student the new words, and in the class there are only three students, and there will be three sentences for the student to practice. So what will you do in this case? So that you don't wait the time for the task, and all of the students can have the chance to answer you. So if you can like if you want to share your opinion, you can type to the comment chat. And if you are okay, you can open your microphone and share with the other in the Zoom. Is my question clear, everyone? Got it? Yes? Right? Okay. So I have to call a name randomly. Teacher, okay. Can I call Teacher Lin? Teacher Lin? Hello, Teacher Lin. Yeah. Hello, Teacher Lin. Can you just open your microphone and then you share your answer to the other teachers? Mrs. Jade, can you help me? I cannot call her.
Teacher Lynn, Miss Anne?
Teacher Lin. Lyn.
Teacher, I think Teacher Lynn is typing her answer, ma'am.
Oh my God. Okay, your internet connection is not good. Okay, how about teacher Yorika?
Jurika, tubag
Okay.
diha. Kaya napakoy klase.
I'm so sorry. I didn't catch the question. Could you please repeat that?
Okay, so what will you do if you are teaching the vocabulary parts and then in the practice exercises there are three sentences and you have three students? What will you do to save the time? But all the
Well,
students would have to chance to answer you.
okay. Well, teaching vocabulary is a challenging lesson actually. And besides, they're just kids, ages 4 to 6. And vocabulary teaching it for like 15 minutes, it will not sink into their mind. So you have to approach with TPR or like actions, show them actions because they are kids. So I am also conducting that one in my classes and it works so much. You have to interact with them one by one. You cannot call them.
I think her internet connection is not really stable. Can you guys hear her? This is Jake. Can you hear teacher Yorika? Oh, I cannot see teacher Yorika in this room. Maybe she was out. Okay.
Oh, she got disconnected, Miss Anne.
Okay, it's okay. So, just one of my question because actually there will be for student, but you know when the student is busy, maybe one of them or two of them will be absent in the class. So you only have 2 to 3 students. So maybe in this case, you will give the student 1 to 2 minutes to like all of them open the microphone and maybe repeat after your pronunciation, or if you guys are doing the exercises together. So you will give one question to one student and then each of them will take turn to answer in front of the class. And then maybe you can give some comments to the student. Okay? And remember, before you jump into the main part of the lesson, remember to ask the student, have has the student watched the preview video? Okay? The preview video of Vietnamese teachers and the homework also. Okay? So I will mention about the group chats because actually I can see that teacher Sarah asked about the way for you to interact with the parents or maybe the center when you are in emergency case. Okay, so
Yes.
although you are not in the group chat with the parents, but if you are given one class, there will be a group created. Okay,
Mm.
me, the class manager, and then you guys. So if you want to share any problems or you have any problem that you want us to help you, maybe find another teacher to cover for your class because of your emergency, I will. Okay, I am the class manager. Okay, I mean the Vietnamese homeroom teacher. Okay, So you guys can chat into this group, or if you have already chatted into this group but there is no response, you can chat and text into the Panflow coordination group. Okay, just like the great teacher group, but
Yes.
for this Panflow project only. Okay, all right. So I think maybe that is some information that I want to highlight with you guys. And for further improvement, maybe you have to have your own class so that you can remember all the information that teacher shared before. Mhm. Okay, and after we finish this training session, there will be the post-training test for you, so that me and Miss Nga are sure that you fully understand and you can ready to take the class. And okay, remember, we're gonna share you the slide of the training session also. And if you want to see the record, please ask us. We're gonna send you to. Okay. Thank you very much for your time today. So, do you have any other question for me and Miss Now or Miss Jess, Mrs. Jet also? Anything that you want to make it clear before you ready?
Hello, I have a question.
Okay. So
You
can you
said
just
that
speak louder because I cannot hear you well.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can you hear me clearly? Yes.
Um,
As you,
just make it louder,
um,
louder, louder.
am I audible? Is this
Okay.
audible? Okay. I have a question, like regarding with assistant. What is her role in the class? Like a TA, like a teacher's assistant or something? Like whenever the kids will not understand the
Um,
vocabulary, will she the
okay.
one to translate everything?
Okay. So actually, our goal is to create a speaking English environment for the students. So before you have the class with the students, we have already sent a preview of the lesson made by the Vietnamese teachers. So in this preview video, the video is about 7 to 10 minutes, and then the Vietnamese teacher will um quickly introduce about the main contents of the lesson, including the new words to the student, the new grammar, the sentence structure, and then some tip for the student, so that when the student have the lesson with you, they will never have any problems. Or in case if the student don't understand what you are trying to say, you can use annotates to write down what you want the student to do. Or if it is easy for you to explain your order by using your body language, you can use this one. For example, when you say you want the student to read the word, you can say listen and repeat after me. Or for example, or if you can make um, an example for the student. For example, you say, now let's listen to me and then read the word. So you read the word first, word number one, and then you say, ah, this Nga or Khánh Vi or Lan Anh, something like that. They're the student who understand you. Okay? And it is suggested that in the first of your lesson, you may give the student the class rules, and then you try to use annotates to explain your order, the request to the student in the first lesson, the second lesson, and then the third lesson. I believe after 3 lessons, the student can understand mainly what you want them to do in the class. So that is my tips and my suggestion for you. Okay, thank you, Lorica, for your question.
Miss Anne,
Okay,
I just want to add, okay, just a reminder again for
okay,
our teachers. Our students here is not like the Pan 90. Okay, Pan 90 ages 4 years old to 6 years old.
Yes, so
They can barely communicate in English. So they are taken care by Vietnamese teachers.
yes,
Okay, so it is expected that our students here can already communicate, like construct simple
yes,
sentence. So it's not gonna be a problem for us. And for the record, Vietnamese homeroom teachers do not participate in the Zoom class, teachers. So it's gonna be your responsibility to conduct the class in. But at all costs, by all means, encourage them. If they don't understand something, yeah, we can use the tools like chat or whatsoever, just to communicate. Okay, teachers. And another um, role of the Vietnamese homeroom teacher, they are the ones who are going to check the homework, and you're there to give the homework and remind the students to watch the lesson video before the next class. Okay, it's like a preview teacher, so they have the idea, oh, what is teacher Jade going to teach us today? So it's not gonna be hard for them to, ingest kung ano yung ituturo natin for today. And also, again, Vietnamese teachers will check the homework,
okay,
so it's not our problem anymore.
okay. And there are 3 levels for this English course. Pre-starter, the same like level 1 at Pancake, Panflow starters, and Panflow movers. And don't worry, because actually for the student at pre-starter level, we're gonna use Vietnamese teacher for the first half. I mean for the first 6 months. Okay, they're gonna learn with Vietnamese teacher, and after 6 months, they're gonna learn with the Filipino teacher like you. And then for the other 2 level, starters and mover, 100% Filipino teacher. Okay, so maybe the student at level 2 and level 3, I mean starters and mover level, they will be older, maybe 6, 7 years old, 8 years old also. So it is easier for you to communicate with that kind of student than the student at 5 to 6 years old. Okay, so don't worry about that. And before we can set up the class for the student, we're gonna have the demo lesson, right? And after that, the tester, I mean, after the demo lesson, we're gonna check whether the student have the ability to learn with Filipino teacher or not. So if they can, they can learn. If they cannot, we're gonna have another plan for them. We're gonna check it very thoroughly before we start the course with the student. So that's all.
Thank you, Miss Anne.
Okay. So I think actually it's already 3:15 p.m. and maybe some of you guys are having plans or maybe having classes, right? So thank you very much for your attention, your patience, and your attendance today. So before we end our training session, we're gonna make a photo, take a picture together. Okay, Mrs. Nat, Miss Nat, are you here? We're gonna take a photo together. So I want all of you in this room. Can you just open your your camera so that all of us
Yeah.
are in the picture? Okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, teacher. Okay, I can see the teacher Jorika is writing thank you in Vietnamese. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And please turn on your camera so that I can take the picture of all of you. All right. So I will count 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank
And we all
you.
appreciate that. All right. So
you.
after this training section, we will send back to you the recording video and also the slide so that you can review all the information. All right. And if you have any question, we will have the group for the with the coordinator so that you can ask the question and get helps from us. Okay. So thank you very much for your time today, and it's time to say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Thank
Bye
you. Bye.
bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.